Hey, howdy, welcome to another episode of the Press Play Pre-Radio. What's the Press Play Pre-Radio? I thought you'd never ask. The Press Play Pre-Radio is where I put you on to underground artists and small businesses, all with a little bit of that neo-flow seasoning, like ramen noodles, chicken, not beef. I'm scared of confrontation. And today, we got a returning artist on the Pre-Radio, first time in video form. Yeah, you.
I've been here.
Who else?
I've been here.
Man, so we got YSV Simba on the scene right now. What's going on, man?
No, man, you already know Young Street Vato, man. What's the word?
Man, what's been going on since the last time we did our interview?
Grinding, man. Same as you. I seen you grinding, bro.
Man, I feel you. What's some new music that dropped since the last time?
Man, nah. But I didn't even tell people yet. I've been dropping old music. It's old to me, but new to them, you know.
Okay.
So I've been dropping old.
Straight out the vault. Okay.
Yeah. Man.
What's some of the song names you had dropped?
So I had one it was like 2-3 years ago. It was called Six Sense. Kind of like it actually ties in with today. What's today? Mental Health Day. So it ties in with that. It's kind of a song I wrote during my toughest times and stuff.
Yeah.
There's nothing too crazy reasons to talk about mental health. Just talking about shit that was on in my head. You know. Yeah, that's something I had posted. I read the video too. So if y'all ain't seen the video, go check it out.
Right. Okay. Man, so.
Back in Blood, Big Prayer, that all them remixes I just dropped them all on there.
Man, what you said that these like old songs?
These old songs, but
how old are we talking?
When Back in Blood came out, that shit was a long time ago.
Man.
But I just dropped that shit. Re-dropped that shit again.
You just been holding on to music this whole
time.
I
dropped it, but I never put it in platforms, just because of
so it is
copyright issues. But I just gotta drop it regardless. Sue me, man.
Man, for real.
Oh, bro.
As of recently, you had posted up your stat card, made by yours truly, of course. You made the stat card, and the price is set to be $300. Tell me a little bit more about why you set the $300.
I always felt like that's just my favorite number 3, so I obviously had to come up with the 3 in there. So, but I would just feel in general that's how I feel. That I'm worth, to be honest. For right now, I know people gonna say, "Oh, I don't know you who do this," but when people know me, people just like to watch. They be acting like they don't know me, but so that's the price that you want to get a feature by me. That's the price you got paid.
That's a pretty reasonable price because you're a good artist, and then at the same time, it's I don't know that many artists that can do English did switch over to rap, and then the Spanish still sounds better than English sometimes. So it's rare to find something like that. So that's a good reason to why $300 is a good price for it.
I don't know why they hate it, man.
Man, so before I get into how you want to respond, tell everybody what I recommended the way you respond to it as.
I know you recommended me to network, not go, full beast mode on them, or react some type of way and hurt my business side of it, So it's definitely, that was actually a good recommendation for me to just stay with it, like business wise, not go all off. So I feel like that, but at the end of the day, the person who replied back, he pretty much like, no, that was it. Like, I feel like he was just putting his 2 cents, but I feel like I went about it the right way, just like you told me to.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's gonna put their 2 cents in on everything, because in today's internet, everybody's gonna put their 2 cents in on something. But the real important part is that you handle it. You maintain your composure. You put a good image out. You didn't lash out at anybody like, oh well, it's $300, and if your broke ass can't pay it, you.
That's really how. That's really how I went to respond. But it's like.
Well, yeah, I'm glad you didn't do it that way because whether he listened or read it or not, either way, it's not like, oh, this guy's an asshole. I don't want to listen to his music. But
not even you had told me that. Sneaks had told me that too. Like to not put my feelings, not make my feelings swim with business. So I feel like that I'm doing the correct way. Even though I feel some type of way about it, I'm just gonna go all business on them.
Yeah, you can't hurt your
my reputation.
You can't hurt your reputation.
Brand.
You can't hurt your reputation, your brand, and your character over something that you feel. Yep. Especially when it comes to something you can grow as. So now that we got out the way of how you did respond, how did you want to respond to it?
Man, get your broke ass out of my face, man. Honestly, if my price, I'm pretty sure if you an artist, the struggle, and that, like, you gonna probably charge them what you feel like you worth. So that's just my word. That's how I feel like I'm worth. So if you feel some type of way, then get your ass out of my inbox.
Simple as that.
In my lane, you trying to do business, and not fuck on my face.
Man, $300 for the feature. What is it for the booking?
Man, 700. Really, what I want to say was 1K, just because I feel like that's a little bit more better. But as I'm still learning, even how to perform and stuff, getting better by the day, you know. I feel like you recommend 700. I feel like it's in the middle. It's some decent, something like people can afford, and they want to throw me a little tip or something, you know, go for it.
Right, and then, you know, with it being like in the middle kind of price, you know, a lot of people can actually afford the 700, easy. So, you know, with that being like kind of a middle kind of price, they're going to call back and do more work with you. Before you know it,
price is going to go up too, you know.
Yeah, by more requests, and that's how, you know, a lot of things go. That's why there's a thing called inflation.
Man, this shit tough. The way the economy looking like I'm gonna raise my prices up next year, you know.
Man, the way the economy looking right now,
press play prices go up.
I might raise the prices by the time I walk out of here.
Man, dang. Y'all might not see me in the next episode. Let me stop.
And if you see him here, I'll throw him a bone. Man, you know, I'm glad you took time out, because, you know, a lot of artists really struggle with, you know, dealing with how to maneuver around hate and everything. So I'm glad you came down and, you know, you said what you wanted to say, which is what a lot of artists do. They just say what their emotions say. And before you know, it's like, okay, your 1,000 fans should shrink down to like 500 or probably less, just based on, you know,
the give out hate, you know.
So, you know, like I said, you know, especially if you're an upcoming artist, always just try and maneuver it through while trying to protect yourself. Because one thing I told you, it was try to collect feedback. Try to, you know, understand the person, but never back down from your stance.
Yep.
Because it's still 300 to this day.
Somebody actually had reached out to me. They was like, well, we gotta do a feature, but I was gonna go ahead and be like, oh yeah, you know, let me know when we want to do a feature. But you know, I'm like, I'm charging, and I don't want to say that to them, but I'm like, if they want to talk about it again, they want to mention that again, let's do a feature, then I'll be like, yeah, you know, I charge this much, you know.
Yeah.
So like, I kind of didn't want to also be like, oh, I'm charging 300. Like, you know, I want to let them find out for themselves. My posts are there, you know.
Yeah.
If they want to have questions, you know, go ahead and reach out to me.
Yeah, it's always important to always just listen to the, you know, the criticism of everybody else. And, you know, if you got prices, you know, you always got to, of course, just be like, look, these are my prices. They're non-negotiable. And if you don't want to do music, all the best luck for you in your future endeavors. Now, I will say that's how I am, but I'm not back on the microphone yet.
And soon, man, get Neo Flows to pop out, man, for a feature, man. Hey, bro, I'm charging 300.
Man, it's too rich for my blood, but I'm gonna come up with it. I need a YSV Simba joint. I need something to play. But yeah, you know, do you have any shout outs you want to give out to anybody?
Man, I don't know if they're watching, but if they is, man. Shout out Dementia, shout out Chenma, shout out, you know, Lido, shout out G Willie, man, shout out Option One, shout out Didi, man. You know, all the guys, man. Shout out all the guys. You know, I'm trying to show my support, especially not just people in Chicago, not just people in Mexico, but internationally. You know, I got a lot of friends that make music that are international. They're not here, but I'm trying to speak for them. You know, be the voice. Just how I say I'm the voice. You know.
Yeah.
I'm really trying to speak for my people. You know.
I feel you, man. I'm thought the shout out's gonna be a little longer because the the last person I had.
I know, but you know. You gotta keep your circle small, man.
I feel you.
Not everybody in the circle, man.
I feel you. But yeah, the last shout out I had, Trey's Dope, he had shouted out. I did the count today, and he shouted out 128 people.
Damn, on the spot?
On the spot. He was like, I want to give a shout out to
All right, shout out my mama. Shout out my mama.
Yeah, everybody.
Shout out my mama.
Everybody.
I got my mama.
You can't forget about moms.
Nah, man.
Man, so before we sign out for the day, what's new? What's next coming up with YSV Simba?
Shit, to tell you the truth, bro, I really don't know. I'm going with the flow, but really, I think I talked to you about this. Really, what I'm trying to focus on next year is my brand more. Definitely book more shows. Just focus on booking shows and just really getting my listeners up. I think that's. I don't know. I might do some music videos, might here and there, drop some.
Yeah.
But mainly, I want to pursue my performing, you know.
I feel you.
My performing career.
Okay, so when you see YSV Simba on tour, because he been getting a little too confident lately, dropping old stuff from the vault so he can have more of his catalog so he can go on a world tour.
Big room, man.
Boy, y'all better buy them tickets for it sell out.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you this: a feature might be cheaper then buying his world concert tickets.
Y'all get ready for that Young Street Vato tour, man.
Man, the YSV tour life.
Yes, sir.
Man, but thank you for coming out, man. I really appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
Man, and with that being said, I'll see you guys every other Friday for the next episode of the Press Play Pre-Radio. Peace out.
Yes, sir.